For this lesson, go into Main Media and open up the lab right over here. We're about to go mad scientist again. Earlier in these lessons, we made something called a compound clip. Now, when you think about it, compound clips can really help you reduce the complexity of your main timeline. And in many cases, what we're doing is not looking at something we've done and then in hindsight saying, gee, I wish I had made that into a compound clip. We're making them up front from scratch. Let me show you how you do that. Come over here into your browser area and right-click your mouse, and you will see New Compound Clip. That's an Option G if you want to use the shortcut. Now, it looks like we're almost setting up a project, doesn't it? Let's call this one Biking Past and Present. We'll put this one into our secondary media because that's where we're going. We can leave all this alone and click OK. There it is. Now, we're still down here on Lab. But if I double-click on this one, we are now in the Biking Past and Present Compound Clip. Let's do this. Open up Secondary Media and go into Bikes. We have two things. I have a great story here for you. Just made this up. These guys right here, young kids riding on their bikes who turned into these guys right here. So we're going to do this real quick. But I'm going to bring biking down by selecting once and dragging it down. Let's give ourselves a little bit more width so we can work. We're going to drag this one down. This one's longer. It's in slow-mo, but that's all right. See, we put it right about there for now. Now, this is what's called a B-roll because it's going to roll right on top of the other one. So what I want to do is, and again, there would be a background story here about these little kids who rode their bikes with their mother, and they became these very famous dirt bike kind of people, I guess. So let's see what we got here. Let's get them to about there. Now, if you remember this shortcut, because what we're going to do here is if you come over here, we're going to do a blade speed, this one right here. Now, it's a Shift B. Let's change the speed of this one to fast 8 times. Let's see what that does for us. Kids are riding down. Now we're doing this, and then they slow down again. And let's stop them right there. And let's go ahead and do that again. Shift B, and then let's go, say, to about here, and do that again. Shift B. Now, this one I don't want, so I'm actually going to select it and delete it. And remember what happens here. Since we're on the secondary, not the primary, it's not going to snap over. We don't need a gap or anything there to make it work for us. And on this one, let's come back. I'm going to press Command R to get my retime back. And come right here and say fast 8. Okay, this we can slow down just a little bit here, or actually move it in. Let's stop right about there. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. We start here. Kids are on the bikes. Happy, happy, happy. And there. And it slows down. The kids again. When they were young. And back here to the present, and back to the past. Now, we could do other things. We could age the video underneath because it's supposed to be old. We could do a lot of things here, but we have a compound clip. We don't have a timeline. We have a compound clip. If we click here, we go back into our timeline for lab. And if we go back up to secondary media and come down, here it is. So if we select this and drag it down, all the complexity is gone, but it still works the same way. And if at any time you want to edit it, you can come over here and click this little button right here, and you're back editing. Compound clips can really save you. They don't increase file size. They don't do anything but help organize you in a complex project. Compound clips.